It's your boy Tough the Artist, go to hardest and G's on the bees. Now, before I even get into the content of this video, what I'm gonna need you guys to do is to hit that like button, and please do not forget to hit subscribe. It's very important that you do that if you guys want all EDM news that's not biased. Now, I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen all around the EDM realm about Casey Wasserman, who owns the talent agency, who has a lot of these EDM artists under his roster, right? Now, a lot of people are trying to split ways with them for the simple fact that he is in the Epstein files, and nobody wants to associate themselves with that whatsoever. And I get it, because the Epstein files shit, man, that shit is very gruesome. And, you know, anything involving children or sexual assault just in general, nobody wants to associate themselves with it, right? Now, it didn't even say specifically if Casey was like doing anything with Epstein. He was just like on the airplane or whatever the case may be, but still kind of sketchy, right? So anyways, back to the point. A lot of artists are trying to step away from Wasserman. I know 100 Drums, she was actually the first one. I made a video about it before. She was the first one to say that she wanted to disassociate herself with Wasserman. A lot of the fans were trying to peer pressure her to do it, and she wanted to do it on her own time. Of course, like, it's not really just up to her. She does have a team behind her, so she couldn't just up and do it, right? She did eventually announce, she was like, hey, I want to go separate ways. This wasn't particularly about the Casey Wasserman situation, but it made it a lot easier, which, like I mentioned that in the other video. Now, Levity, they actually announced that they are splitting ways with Wasserman, and I explained that in the other video before. They made a statement saying that they did not like the situation behind it. They do not fuck with it. I want to part ways, right? Well, actually, particularly, they didn't say that exactly like that, but they knew that they had to like play it safe, what they said, because they don't know what the outcome was going to be. But eventually today, they did announce, by the way, today is February 11, 2026. This is just in case I release this tomorrow. They did announce that they do not want any parts of Wasserman whatsoever. They don't want to be part of the talent agency. Fuck that. We didn't know what was going on. We don't know who this dude is. Get us the fuck out of here, right? Now, this is what they announced on their Instagram story just today. Hey, we are no longer represented by the Wasserman Talent Agency. We do not stand for the action of its CEO and refuse to be represented by his company. We love and appreciate our actual agents, and we hope that we find a new scenario we can be a part of. We appreciate all of y'all for making us aware of this and for the patience this last week while we navigated this situation. This is proof that our voices matter, and we have a chance to make change together in this world. And I actually love this response because they weren't being disrespectful. They weren't, being outlandish with it. They just wanted to say it in the most respectful way possible. And I respect them as grown men on how they actually handled this. Now, as far as in Subtronics, he definitely didn't hold back. Subtronics, he's always been the type of person that does not bite his tongue. Not saying he's a disrespectful person, because he's not whatsoever, but he will speak what's on his mind in the most appropriate way that he feels is possible, right? So what he stated on his Instagram story, I want to address the ongoing situation at Wasserman. I haven't posted about this along with a lot of other artists because there are people working around the clock to navigate an absolute nightmare situation with legal complexities that could jeopardize the livelihoods of people who are not connected in any way if they move or speak too soon. Just like 100 Drums, right? I do not stand with Casey Wasserman or his atrocious actions. Accountability is fucking important, and he should step the fuck down and out of everything he is a part of. I'm sad that my agent of 10 years and so many others impacted by this are dealing with the actions from a gross CEO far above them. They deserve autonomy, clarity, and the opportunity to shape their own futures. I have no intentions of staying at a company affiliated with Casey Wasserman. Change is necessary, and it is coming. We're hoping to have a major update very, very soon. So he honestly didn't bite his tongue. I wouldn't say that he was disrespectful, but he was disgusted. And I feel like, which we all are, right? Because like I mentioned, the Epstein situation was very, very disgusting. I couldn't even read it all. Like it was just that atrocious, right? So I totally feel where Subtronics is coming from. And I know this has to be very difficult for them because, you know, like Casey Wasserman, like that agency's fucking huge, right? So I know that it was one of those things where they had to make a smart, educated decision fast, like expeditiously, but it's just like, fuck, like what's the next move? I'm pretty sure that, you know, him, Levity, and all these many artists are gonna be straight, but it's just like, damn, when you have a relationship like with Subtronics, like he said that he was with them for 10 years, it's kind of like, damn, you built that relationship, and it's just like, fuck, dude. And like this even goes back to what I was saying before, like in the other video. He may have not known Casey Wasserman. He really didn't speak on that, but he was in cahoots with the people who were working at the agency. So I highly doubt that he did know Casey Wasserman whatsoever. But I want to say that I commend him for stepping away. I know that was a hard decision because, you know, Subtronics is like honestly one of the biggest in the game right now, if not the biggest. Like he's like the new Skrillex, right? It didn't happen overnight, but you know, he's here. Levity, they're doing their thing too. They're doing arenas now, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just like, where did these motherfuckers come from? Just like 3 boys from Chicago, just holding this shit down, man. I'm from Rockford, Illinois, so like it feels good to have somebody, you know, just like an hour and a half away from where I'm from, do their thing, man. So salutes to Levity, man. I have never met them before, but I would love to actually meet them, which I'm sure is gonna happen. But anyways, Tate B, he made a statement stating, I think what's going on with the Epstein files is absolutely disgusting, and I refuse to be represented by a company whose CEO has ties with these monsters. Although I don't say much on here, the state of the world is in a very weird place right now, and I think it's an important time for people to stand on their values and morals. Thank you guys for your patience while we figure out what to do with this Wasserman situation. My agent has been with me since the beginning, and I have a lot of love for him and appreciate all the work he's put into my career. I have no intentions on staying with this company, but I'm going to give him some time to figure this out. Please know we are taking this matter very serious and do not stand for the CEO's behavior. We'll keep you updated, Burke. And by the way, sorry if I'm reading this in a weird way, you guys. I just don't have my reading glasses on right now, and everything looks so far away, so I want to apologize in advance. But I feel like he kept it, you know, very simple, very complex. Just basically letting everybody know he does not want to stay there. He stands with his fans. He knows, he sees your guys' messages, your DMs, your comments. He sees all that, and he wants you guys to know that he's gonna figure this shit out one way or another, whether he has to leave the agent that he's with right now and go with somebody else. He's letting you guys know that he stands with you. And I fuck with Tate B for this, because guess what? A lot of people don't have morals. A lot of people are willing to stay and take the money, and because they eating good and all that. No, he's like, fuck that. Like, if I gotta lose it all, like, I'm gonna lose it all. You know what I'm saying? So much love to Tate B, much love to Subtronics, Levity, and all the other artists who stood on business with this situation. I fuck with you guys entirely. This is why I love the EDM community. It's very strong. I know sometimes the EDM community can be very negative sometimes. Like, for example, when I did the Bass Nectar documentary, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hated that shit. I thought that was like the worst video I've ever done. The sound quality was absolutely horrible because I had to take a lot of the audio that I had before out, because Bass Nectar, he sent me a cease and desist. He threatened to sue me. So a lot of the content that I had in the video before, I had to remove, unfortunately. So I do apologize about that, and I promise to give you guys better content. If you guys look at my other videos, you will see that I do have really good shit. So make sure you guys check that out, man, and make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and don't be afraid to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys so much. My name is Tev the Artist Go the Hardest. GTH, you already know the scope. Ski!